Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Oh, that wasn't very perky. Good morning. Got a some sunshine here. Yeah, so lots of announcements, and then we're going to have a great day. But I want to just give you a little overview of what the day looks like, so you know. And basically, I'm going to do the announcements. We'll have our opening song, and then I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to turn it over to these awesome folks over here, Bob and Shannon, who I'll introduce in a little bit. But it's great to have you guys here, and I can't wait to hear your talk and your music. And then after the service, we're going to have, I was up till 3 a.m. pulling pork last night, okay? So anyway, we've got a beautiful lunch over there. We've got pork barbecue, we've got coleslaw, there's some salad, there's rice and beans that Jerry made, and some cookies and snacks. So stay after the service, have a bite to eat, and then at 2 o'clock we're going to start this concert up with Bob. So it was supposed to be at Highland Lake, as you know, but it didn't work because of the obvious weather. It wasn't a good day for an outdoor festivity here. And so that's how today's going to go. Lunch is $10. There's a basket there. You can pay as you get your food. Okay, I don't want to miss any announcements. The main upcoming events are this week. Everything is on the program here, the handout. But just want to give special notice to this. This is Vicki Van Vink's mandala, and this is a workshop she's done before, and people really, really love it. It's an awesome workshop. So it's actually this Saturday. Most likely in here, we have another workshop as well, but it's 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It'll either be in here or next door based on logistics, but that's going to be a great opportunity to be creative, and Vicki's a great facilitator and leader of groups. Also, Judy Ray is going to do her second Caring for Caregivers presentation this Saturday at 11 a.m. also. So it's going to be a log jam here. So I'm not sure, if you show up at 11, we'll find you the right place to go, I promise. But anyway, has anyone in here signed up for this week with Judy? Okay, so
With John or Ray?
No, Judy Lynn Ray.
Oh.
Judy Lynn Ray. This is the Healing Touch program we're starting. So anyway, if you have any questions about this, I'm going to put it in the newsletter. I'm going to put Judy's phone number. Feel free to call her. So it's very exciting, and excited about that. We have a new group starting, a week from Thursday. And actually, Joan Rogers, back there, wave Joan. She's going to be, she's got lots and lots of experience with the Course in Miracles, and tons, believe me. And she's starting it's called The Way Out, a spiritual recovery program. Now, it's actually based on a book, Side by Side, which is the 12 steps and the correlating Course in Miracles teaching that goes with it. It's a great opportunity. You know, everybody is in recovery from something, okay? So it's not like if you show up there, it's like, oh, what's their problem? It's not about that. It's you know, we're all in recovery. You know, if we're on this planet, we're dealing with issues. So it's a great program, and I do hope that people partake.
What's the date?
It starts the 19th, a week from Thursday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m., is that correct? Yes, 7 p.m. And we'll have Joan will have all the materials for you, and so just show up and be healed and whole. So I believe that concludes.
I have a couple announcements.
Okay, yep. So that
Okay,
Kelly.
so good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I just wanted to let everyone know that we've been starting this I Am ministry, this donations. Last week we gave 93 pounds of food and 20 pounds of school supplies. So I'm so thankful and grateful and ask that you continue to contribute. Our box is in the front of by the door over there. You can just bring canned goods, school supplies, whatever you can, because there's a lot of needs out there. Also, we recently got a Namaste phone number. We've got our own phone line now, which will be manned. And so we're asking that you would consider calling the Namaste phone number before calling our fearless leader. We will make sure that the calls get answered and that if there are cares or concerns that they are distributed appropriately and given to Shara as needed. But if there's anything that we can do to answer questions or concerns, we're happy to do that.
It'll be in the newsletter.
Okay, and it's a very easy number. It's of course our area code here, 828, and it's 513-5136.
Isn't that a great number? So it's awesome,
Yeah, and then one more thing. I was thinking about the I Am ministry and how much we donate and give to this ministry. And then I got to thinking about how much this center gives to the community and the world at large. We give so abundantly, and we give our spiritual bounty and our bounty in many ways. And I would like to propose that we have a special fall harvest offering for our Namaste Center. We do have bills that need to be paid, and we need to keep the lights on, and so we really could use support with that. So I'm proposing a fall harvest offering next week. So if you can bring that in and bring that offering in next week, we would really appreciate it.
Yes, we would.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And as I said, the one thing Kelly didn't mention is now that we can catch our breath, we've had a very busy past several months, and I think we've been, Kelly, Susan, and I, and a few others have been just sort of coasting, well, not really, but chilling the past couple weeks as much as possible. And so one thing we want to do is have volunteers covering the office, which part of that would be on the phone. You would be able to greet people, have a cup of coffee, pray with them, and we want to have teams, okay? And so if you're interested and willing in donating a few hours a week, it'll be fun, and because we want to have office hours, we want to have someone in there all the time, and I think it's just going to help lift the vibe. And often when I'm here, which isn't a lot, because to be honest, I do a lot of my work at home or out on the road, but I'll be here just paying some bills or on the computer doing something, and sure enough, one or two people will show up. So there are people who stop by, so we want to make sure to be here to serve our community, greater community. So if you're able to do that, if you're interested, talk to Kelly. We're going to set up a schedule as soon as possible. So thank you. Okay, so Carol, I know you wanted to...
Oh, I don't need that. I talk loud.
Okay.
I just wanted to tell all you ladies to get and men, get the Western North Carolina Women's Magazine. It's free, and it's at all the Ingalls and all downtown. And there's an article in it which features me. But it's basically Walker's self-care space. And I give a testimony, and y'all please don't look at the picture because it made me join Planet Fitness.
Oh, you're cute. Well, there, see, so it's, you look awesome. I saw the picture. So congratulations, Walker. Okay, so I believe that concludes our announcements, and just based on logistics, I think I'm going to go right into introducing, well, before I do that though, I just want to do one more thing. I know that there's a couple of people who've never been here before. Excuse me. So who here has never been to the Namaste Center? Well,
I know you want to say me, but I have.
well, I know you have, and I was going to say yeah. So stand up, Annalisa, and introduce yourself. Because Annalisa, you all may not know this, but she is one of the office people. She and Pam Chrissy work at the ADL, they run the ADL organization, to be honest with you. And so you may have talked, if you're a minister, you may know of Annalisa, but this is her. So say hi, Annalisa.
So yes, I'm Annalisa, and I work and live in Mill Spring. I work with Pam, and I also have a very successful and busy animal care business. So that's really what I do primarily. And here I am. There was actually going to be an ordination today, but it got canceled.
Yes.
And so it got me here.
Well, see, we tricked you. We tricked Joy too.
Very happy to be here.
Yay, glad you're here. The ordination was supposed to be, we have Reverend Dr. Linda Marie Nelson, who lives in Nashville, was planning on coming over today to ordain at our service one of her students, Linda. Linda had a crisis come up and was not able to do it today. But 2 weeks from today, we'll have Sean and Lori O'Shea, another musical duo here. And anyway, Linda is how we met Sean and Lori, and she's going to ride from Nashville over with them, and we're going to do the ordination. It's 10 minutes, but it's beautiful. Plus, you'll have a chance, if you're a minister, to renew your vows, which is always a sacred, beautiful experience. So make sure you tune in and join us in 2 weeks. And also, just wanted to welcome Rachel, Kelly's daughter. It's so nice to see you here, and And I know you're not up for talking, but Rachel, we had said a prayer for you last week. She had lost a very dear friend in a car accident, and so our hearts are with you, dear. So we're glad you're here.
Hey, Charlotte,
Yes,
can I thank you and everybody else for the mission downtown?
yes, go for it. Thank you.
I just
Yeah.
want to take
Yes.
a minute, just 1 minute. I'm not going to take long. I want to thank each and every one of you for your love and support to the mission down into the Lower Keys and allowing me to go and see my mom and my rest of the family and friends in Florida who are going through a lot of challenges. But I spent nearly a week down from Key West all the way up until Big Pine Key, and I was able to lend a hand to so many people. The supplies were actually offloaded at a beautiful place where all people from the most devastated part of the Keys were actually coming to get hot meals for free and all of their supplies for free, and everything was offloaded there, and it was an amazing success. This was not my mission. This was our mission. With your love and support and Charlotte's donations and your donations financially and otherwise, and fuel and everything else, made that mission very, very possible. And I would love to share photos and pictures and friends that I've met down there that were very appreciative to all the help that we could have lent to the Lower Keys. And I thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And that was so cool when we Skyped in a couple weeks. It was
That was
really
awesome,
awesome.
yeah.
That was awesome. It
My
really
mom
looked
enjoyed
good.
it.
Well, you were on the big screen. It was awesome, and so was your mom. Okay, and here we go. I finally get to introduce our guest today. It's going to be for the whole day, and I want to let you know too, there's a very good chance they'll be back in December, which we'll talk about after today. You're going to want to see them again anyway, and I'll let them tell you about that. But Shannon Plummer and Bob Sima. I've been into, I've always said Bob Simon. Some people are like, no, it's Sima. I'm like, no, it's Sima. And so anyway, it's Sima, right? It even says here, S-E-Y-E, Sima. Okay, so just in case you were wondering. Okay, so first of all, I'll introduce Shannon. She's a powerful healing presence, spiritual teacher, intentional creation coach, artist and singer, and she has a website, speakmypassion.com. And Bob is a singer-songwriter, spiritual teacher, and musical mystic. He's also bobsimon.com. Together, they amplify each other's talents as they weave their gifts into a divine combination of music, harmony, wisdom, joy, and presence that will lead the soul to truth. And remember, at the end of the day, there's their merchandise table. I've got all the CDs. I was just looking in there, and I think I've got most of them anyway. Awesome CDs. You're going to love it. So I just want us to give you guys a nice, friendly Namaste welcome. Yes, and welcome. And how's the temperature in here? Because is it cold? Good. Cold. Okay.
I heard good and I heard cold.
I know.
This is my superwoman. We've got a
Good morning. It's a great morning. Why do we say that? Great morning. Yeah, okay. It seems a little low. That's okay. We should do this. Can you hear me now?
I am not on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened differently. Is something different here?
Are you on?
I am not. She's not. I am not.
We need to turn you on.
I'll turn my head.
All right.
Nothing's changed over here.
Okay. Well, we could just do this whole thing unplugged. I mean, nobody else needs a mic, right?
Would it help if you turned off the handheld thing system? I don't know.
No, that's already turned off.
Oh, I see a red light. That's
Check your box to make sure everything's plugged in. This is a good time to come to presence and patience. We run a retreat once a year, usually maybe twice a year. And last year, in the very beginning, we had this whole crew, and they were all like bubbling and all excited. And we had this big semicircle, and it's called Boldly Going Nowhere. That's what our retreat's called. It's about coming to the now, here, to the presence. And so we had, a circle of people, and they were like, we can't wait to hear the first song. And so I played half of the first song, and I stopped, we unplugged the guitars, and we walked out of the room. And they were all like, I want my money back. This is crazy. And so we just said, we came back in about 15 or 20 minutes later. That's how long we made them wait. And we said, that's the whole point. Right there. And so it is. Check. So we think we're on.
There it is.
Good job, brother and sister. So I just want to quickly set up this song and just kind of set up the whole talk. And as you could hear in the intro, what we do is we weave together what we do. So what Shannon does is she picks 3 of my songs and then weaves her talk through them. Yeah.
They pick them.
Yeah, they pick them. You know how that works. And so the music is not necessarily, oh, yeah, nice little song. The every word that I write is intentional. It's downloaded, and they're messages, and they're part of the talk. So I just say that just to give you that awareness to what. Put your exquisite attention, or place your exquisite attention on the words, because the words are very important to everything. And don't be distracted by my virtuoso guitar playing. I play all 3 chords, and but I don't read music, and I just use this to sort of. I can call it music. So really, what it is it's the words. And this first song was inspired by. Sri Nisargadatta. Anybody follow him? He's kind of all the rage now. He's coming back around. Nisargadatta, he had that famous saying that said, when I look within, I see that I'm nothing, and this is wisdom. And then when I look without, I look out, and I see that I'm everything, and this is love. and you know, my life flows between those two. So I wrote this funky little song, and man, talk about words. It's a lot of words. So it'll get you to pay attention really early here. So I won't lie, I love to cry. I got a raging river inside, but my mind doesn't know when to let my heart go, and my soul won't let me hide. I'm a dreamer, I'm kinda lazy, and I call my crazy, crazy. I'm a wreck, I'm a wreck, I'm a holy, holy mess, but I'm sacredly awake. And I'm not here because it's home. I'm not lost and I know I'm not alone, because I see it in your eyes and I see it in the stars and I see it everywhere. That's the same thing that pains me, well it pains you. What if we are everything and we're nothing? Are we insignificant somethings? Are we hardly innocent, purely magnificent pieces of one thing? And we rise, then we fall, and we run, then we walk, then we crawl. Well, we might not have it all together, but together we have it all. And I see